Hey guys, welcome back to Gives Mods. We're gonna dive into my Recon here because I will be mining this. I already ordered the parts. I got some of them already, and I'm waiting for more internals because gotta do the internals first before you do the externals. But for now, I'm just gonna get into it and just do a simple spring upgrade, nothing else. So the first thing you need to do is, of course, take everything off and out of it. Well, that works too. Alright. Alright, so this is the original Recon CS6. There's been 3 versions of it, I guess now. This one is actually basically a replica of a Retaliator. So it has the same ergonomics as one. The difference with the Recon Mark II and Recon Mark III is on this side, they have a Picatinny rail right here instead of the Nerf logo. So that's why this one's more, oh, and it has a guard handle right here. But I like this form better, and it's, you know, you can always put one in, and then, you know, it's just easier to work on. I mean, it's basically the same blaster, but for me, I don't know why it's always easier to work on. So the first thing you do is take off the slide. It's just 2 screws up here. Now, if I remember, they won't come out. Or no, the screws will come out, but the slide won't come all the way off because it's actually connected into the actual slide groove with a bigger screw with like a flat top on there. Let me just get these out. And good enough. All right, so then you're gonna go ahead and go around the blaster and, you know, do all the rest. I can tell this one's never been opened, so the guy that I bought from, he was right. Basically, it's like new. So that's really good news. Yeah, this screw is always the longest one, I believe. Better screwdriver. Not that one. That one? No. It's a weird sort of pattern. Yeah, usually from the factory, it'll seal pretty tight. But after you open it a couple times, it'll loosen up. Not to the point of where it actually, you know, open without unscrewing it, hopefully, but you know, just enough. All right. Other than Nerf stuff right now, I've been putting together videos and stuff for the movie channel, and the movie channel, I'm gonna put the first video, and I'm gonna put the channel up on next Monday, November 1st. That way, I can remember what date I started, and it'll be a pretty cool video. I have something special for the first video, an unboxing that I actually got today, but I'll make the video probably tonight or tomorrow, and then upload that as my first video. And for like the new videos that I have that have digital codes in them, I usually sell those because I don't use the digital codes. I'm more of a physical disc kind of guy. It's just how I am. It's weird. I'm at the age like in between new stuff and old stuff. But I think when I was growing up, I had an old soul, which I still do, because I feel older than I actually am. But some things I like the new version of, some things I like of the old version. So I'm like in that really niche setting. Take that off. You always have to take off this stock adapter before anything else, because this won't come apart with this still on the back there. And never open your blaster primed. So if this is back, push the slide forward and fire it. Because if you prime it and then you try to do it, the spring will spring out. Sometimes you may have that problem though, where there is a jam with the slider. So say you cock it back and it won't go forward. When you do open the blaster, just be careful because this will shoot out. Either, put your hand there or whatever. Just, be careful. I think there's one more underneath the slide right there. That one's always tough to see because it's getting hidden. And you're hearing those little like snaps. That's just the sound a new blaster makes when you open it, because it's not sealed, but it's All right, should be good. Oh wait, still need to do the rest of this one. Let's go with my smallest one. See if that works. I remember on my other Retaliators, this screw is always the worst one to take out. I have no clue why. You would think they'd make them all the same. And I don't want to strip it. This guy maybe? Nope. Nope. It's almost like, maybe this one. It's almost like it's flat, but not really. I can't tell if it's turning or not. That's my problem. Yeah, it's turning. There we go. Yeah, it's coming. When you have a screw stuck in there, it's gonna sound weird, but you kind of want to push down as you turn, because that way the screwdriver grips it and it pulls up, even though you're pushing down. I might put a different screw in that hole just because I have a feeling if I try to do this a couple more times with this screw, I'm going to strip it and then it's going to be in a bit of a pickle. So even just taking that one out once, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. It's a little, yeah. If I screw that in, if I can screw it in, it'd probably be gone. So I'll just use a different screw. I got screws all over the place, so it doesn't matter. And it should come out, but still. Let's see. But it's still standing. Oh, bottom one. No, that's loose. No, that's loose. Is it that one? Should be good. Let's see here. Very strange, very odd. It almost feels like something in here is stuck together. It's not a, oh, there's it. So I got the first hidden screw. Forget about the other one. That's fine. There we go. I was too busy looking at the top one. Okay, so there's 2 hidden screws. Don't forget those. Okay, now let's try. Good. We got it. All right. There we go. Set that to the side. Okay, so here are the internals. It's pretty simple and straightforward. So as you see, well, I'm not gonna flip that, but let's see if I can do it this way. As you can see, the slide is still on, and what controls it is, it's connected to this. So there's a, I wonder if I have one in here. I don't think I do. Let's see if I can, well, let me take the spring out so I can show you. So you got your spring, of course. This is your catch. So this guy, I believe he goes back like that. And this should go with it. Yep, just like that. So I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see if I can. Okay, see that little silver screw? It has like a big flat head on it. That's the one that's actually holding the slide in place. So if you ever want to take those off, you just go in there on each side and unscrew them and take them off. We're gonna leave it on for now. I will be putting a pump kit on it, but I gotta wait for the barrel, and I want to do the inner part first before going on the outside. Okay, so this is your sled, and this is the thing that catches the dart inside, the bolt. This is your plunger tube. It looks like it's backwards, but it's not. You got the head. This catch is for when you prime it, no other darts can go in there or out. And then this is part of the muzzle and the adapter that this actually slides into right here. You got your jam door, which you can take off if you want. It doesn't really serve a purpose since this isn't an electronic blaster, because with those you usually have to, you know, have them just to rev up the item. But if you notice, if you ever want to do a simple hack, this little hole here, that's a air, a little dirty in there. It's a little bit of air to let out, but from what I've seen, all the Nerf Retaliator third-party plunger tubes and even the long shot ones, they do have a little tube, little hole in them, just to let out a little bit of air, but that's it. So this does have some locks in it. I wonder if we should take them out. Yeah, why not? So you got 2 locks right here. One right here, and one right here. This one is for basically making sure there's a magazine in here before you can, was it fire it or load it? I forget. But that's locked, that's locked. So what you want to do, this is not screwed down, is you can actually take that out, just like that. And this one, I almost want to leave that one in. Because the way that this works is, when this is pushed back, let's see if I can get it back to its original thing here. So say that's forward. It's already D-primed, as you say. There's a spring there. I'm trying not to bust it out. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm forward. Oh, the bottom of it's preventing it. So I actually need to go here and push that down because I do not have small fingers like that. There we go. Don't worry, that was just the adapter, or the thing that catches the attachments up on the top. I usually have a lot of those lying around just because of that reason. Let's see here. Alright. Okay, so when this piece goes back, it will go past this unlock right here, and this will disengage, this will engage the trigger up to the catch, and then when you pull the trigger back, it pushes the catch up, which releases the spring, and then the whole thing goes forward and shoots the dart out. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Ooh. I didn't see this, but that looks busted, doesn't it? It's either, I don't know if that's busted or just designed that way, because it looks clean. No, that's not a break. Maybe it is. It looks too clean though. And I don't see, nothing's rolling around in there. Anyway, all right, we'll put this guy back in just because I want to save all the pieces inside there as regular as possible to make it look like it's normal before I actually do go and mod the internals, because when you do that, a lot of it is going to be taken out, basically. This goes right here. There's a catch. And if you ever upgrade the catch, try to upgrade the catch spring as well, just cause. But usually with the Retaliator spring, like this is like 7K or maybe even less because it's a stock one. But if you upgrade to like super high power, like a 12K spring, yeah, you're definitely gonna have to increase the spring and the catch. But I don't think I'm gonna upgrade it that hard today. Let's see. I might as well put the door in to begin with. Push this back for a second. I usually put this in first, and then this one on top. Well, should actually have this all the way back. Well, not all the way, but back enough. There we go. Put that back. There we go. Okay, let me get the spring thing out. So this one I found in one box, but you can already tell it's too small. I mean, even it's funny because they're about the same spring strength, but that's obviously bigger. So number one, you need to make sure that the diameter can go around that plunger tube, because that's what this one did. We're going to say no on that one. And I don't think any of these in here are going to be able to do that. I have to even go higher. Yeah, okay. Let's get out the bigger box. Okay. Now, these are my K26 springs in here and 25s, full length. I'm not going to use one of those, I hope. Maybe that one. Let's see what the squeezability is. So the dark one is the one we're testing. The silver one is the one that we're is the stock one. So that's about the same. Maybe. And they're about the same width or circumference. They're basically the same thing. So, I mean, let's see. Yeah, it's about the same. Let's keep looking. Now I have this one. This one I believe is bigger. By a little bit. It's because the actual ring is thicker. This one's really hard to compress. That would probably break the whole thing. So that's a no. I did order a spring with the upgrade that's coming, so I may have to just wait on that one, which is what it looks like, because I don't have any in the middle. I either have too big or not strong enough or too small. Okay, well, we tried. I'll just put that one back in. That's fine. At least we know that one's the stock spring. Let's put that back in. And if you can try to rest it on the back there so it doesn't spring out everywhere. I think we have all our pieces in. Make sure that's spring down. Let's see that. And always make sure that the slide lines up to the other slide first, or else it will not work when you screw it back together. And anything with a slide is usually harder to put back together than any other kind of blaster. And as you can see, the catch spring is springing up right here. So I have to take this back off. Usually something always gets stuck when you're trying to put a Retaliator back together or something, just because it's usually the catch. And I don't know why. I think it's because the two shells, like this side, this half of the shell is actually going only halfway onto the spring, and then the other half, of course, is going underneath this side. I would not have designed it like that. I would have put it to one side or the other. Preferably this side with all the internals, you know, basically in that one. Let's see. See if I can get this in there. Without it trying to fly out. I'm just trying to push in without actually opening the whole thing. Let's see. If your main spring comes out, that's okay. You can put it in afterwards. Just finesse it to go back in usually. I don't have really tiny fingers, so I have to use tools to push the stuff in. Did I get it? Ooh, that's not good. And usually that, like if your back goes together, the front part that's usually having a problem, usually because of that post with the door. So if you do get rid of it, you know, less hassle in the future. Problem is I can't see. Looks like in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take it all the way apart. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave that loose. We can push it on the end right after. I'm just checking to see if any of the screws are actually sticking down to prevent me from putting the shell back together. That one is. And that one is. Alright, we'll watch that one. It's in the corner, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. There we go. Push that spring right on in. Life should be good. Line these guys up, which is always the most difficult part. There we go. All right. Screw everything back in. All right, that one's good. If you need to, sometimes you can hold the pieces together while you're screwing them in. Because if you screw it in with space, too much space in the middle, it actually won't catch the post on the other side. And then you're just screwing the screw into nothing. I saw a video today for a it's not really a body kit. It's like, I don't know what you would call it. Well, it's, you know how for the DZB, what the fuck am I? Not Dragon Ball Z. The Dart Zone Pro Mark III, how we took this one, this is the original barrel off when we put in that shorter one from out of darts. I actually saw a guy's video, and then I actually contacted him on Etsy, and he has basically the opposite. Well, actually, he has both. Wait, was it him that had both? It was either him or somebody else. One guy had it to where there's no barrel at all, which is pretty cool. So it looks real short, real sleek. But then this guy, he has now made a body kit to make it longer. So in the opposite sense. And the cool thing about it is it not just makes the thing longer, like the barrel I think is, like compared to the Recon one, I would say from here to maybe here long, maybe a little bit more, I don't know. Can't really tell from pictures, but it has a Mega Magnus attachment for underneath. And I kind of want to get that just because yeah, I can shoot Mega Magnus, and you can load 3. And it comes pre-done, pre-cut down, so where you just have to slide it on basically. So it looks really cool. So hopefully I can get that soon. I'm still in talks with him about, he's finishing a few special orders for other people, and then he'll talk to me about mine. So should be very, very cool when I get it. I mean, and barrels are never permanent like that, because like the one that's in there now, the short one by Luke, and this one, you can just open up the blaster, take it out, put it in the size that you want. You're the stock one, the shorter one, the one that's like not even there, and then the super long one, which I'm hopefully getting. So you have options, and we like everything modular, of course. It would have been a little bit better if the kit was like detachable with like a button or something. That'd be pretty sick. I wonder if I can ask him about. Oh no, because you have to screw in 2 parts to actually hold it onto the blaster. All right, get these last 2 screws done. And the good thing is with this Recon / Retaliator shell, there's not a lot of screws to take out compared to some other ones. Like I remember when I was opening the DZP Mark III, you not only had to take the body ones out, but you had to take the muzzle ones out as well, just to open up the blaster, which was kind of weird. So whenever you put a blaster back together, always actually let's put these on too, just in case. Because if you don't put this on, it will actually come, the spring will come out when you prime it, and you don't want that. Oh, I need to message him. The creator of that one, he actually asked me what kind of mod kits I like to see. I said, one for the Nexus Pro, because the only 2 that I've seen, I think one is by 3D printed solid, which looks pretty cool, and I thought about getting it. And then I saw another one, I forget who it's from, but it looks pretty generic, and it's okay. But the one from 3D printed solid would be good. So I mentioned him, maybe a different look, I guess. I don't know what he has in mind, but I asked him basically to look those 2 up and then do something different. Because those are okay, especially the one from 3D printed solid. Theirs was really cool looking. But the back end stock looks exactly like the one that I'm going to be putting on the Striker, so I didn't really want that the same. Maybe it's just me. I mean, I have stocks regardless, so if he doesn't want to do a stock part for it, I'm not too unhappy about that. That's fine. But I want to get that done, and I almost want to get a body kit or something done for the Dart Zone Pro Mark II, the little pistol, because the only one that I've seen is one that looks like the Halo one, and you can't really holster that. So I don't know, maybe something. I don't know. I can't think of anything. I mean, as long as you would be able to slide on just pieces onto the bottom or the top to make Picatinny rail, that would be great, because the quote-unquote rail that they have on them now doesn't fit anything. It's ridiculous. Anyways, back to the Recon here. Okay. So yeah, after you put it back together, always make sure that it primes correctly, which it sounds like it is, and you're good to go. But when you do, or if you do, I should say, if you ever want to paint this, take all the pieces out, take this out entirely, and then I think it's just this whole yellow piece, this gray piece, and I think, let's see here. I think that's all one piece. So you like, if you want to paint this, like, because like right now it's like a dark gray. If you want to paint it black or whatever color, you're gonna have to tape everything around this part, which I will be ending up doing, because I do plan on painting this plaster. Yeah. The other thing that I was thinking of is maybe I don't know. I have a lot of options to do with this because like I want to keep it kind of original, but I also want it to look functional because this is a top prime, but nobody really does a top prime unless you're firing a, I don't know. I mean, unless you are firing a regular Retaliator or Recon here. Usually people always switch these converted into pump kits, which is what I'll be doing. I don't know if I'm going to use the natural barrel yet or not. If I do, I know I'm going to have to cut away this little notch right here on both sides because the slide has to go along here all the way. So if I do that, I will have to cut that away. And I've painted these kind of barrels before. They're pretty easy. I mean, the one that I did before was basically just all black, so it was real simple. And then I just left the, you know, the tip part orange. But yeah, other than that, I think that's it for this guy for now until I get the parts, which should be coming this week, I believe. And I have some other kits coming, so it should be pretty interesting. I was debating on getting the pump kit at first because I like how this fits. I really like it a lot, and that's actually why I got the Recon, just because of how this part fits. I mean, like when holding it, it almost feels like a pump grip, but it's not. You know, it doesn't do anything, it's just a light. But just the way that it fits in there, it's just super comfortable. And it feels like a pump grip. Yeah, I don't know. That would be kind of cool though if you could fit something in the track here to go down here and fit onto this somehow, maybe onto this bar. All right, I don't know if that goes all the way through. Can't tell. Or somehow through this thing, you know, and then when you prime it, it would just go, and then you put it back and it primes it, and then you can shoot. That'd be pretty sick. I don't think that's gonna happen. At least not for this guy that I'm making. When I do mod it, depending on the barrel, because there's another barrel that I'm interested in getting. It's like this big, so it's a little bit shorter, but you can run what is it, the plastic, you know, the barrel tubing all the way through the whole thing and out, and then you can put like a suppressor or whatever on it. So I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions of what to make for this, right now I've only ordered the internals and the pump kit, which I already have. And I think I ordered the stock. Yeah, the stock. The stock on this is not going to be foldable. It's going to be fixed. And the difference is, well, I don't have one in front of me, but basically, folding stock is, say you have a stock out here. Well, there's a tab on both sides, like right here, and you can push it up, and then it'll actually swing and go, you know, go against the blaster like that. A fixed stock, it just stays straight. And I only have one of those, so I figured for this one it'd be better with another. And the stock that I ordered is going to look really good on this, regardless. And with the fixed stock, that I believe is going to be out to here, maybe-ish. So it'll go from here all the way to the blaster. And that means that you can actually put a longer spring all the way through. And this will be a short dart blaster by the time that I get done with it. So this we will be taking off. There's a different head that comes with this fixed stock that I'll put on here. I'll do everything on camera so you guys can see it. The painting I won't do because you gotta do it outside and have a mask on and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I think this is it for the Nerf Recon slash Retaliator internals talk, I guess. Oh, I need to find a screw for that. I'm actually going to toss that original screw because that thing's horrible. Let's see. What can I put in there? No, not that one. You kind of want to go by, number one, the diameter of the screw has to match the diameter of that hole. It can be a smidge bigger, but not much. Because you want it to actually go all the way in there. And then the head needs to fit in this area. So it can be as big or as small. I usually try to go for like, you know, perfection, but since we're digging through whatever, you know, whatever works. Maybe this one. Trying to feel with it. No, not that one. Are these? Yeah, these are black. Okay. This one looks pretty good. The thread on it's good. The head's pretty small. Just want to see if it catches. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Screwdriver. Yeah, I tightened it just enough to where it's tight, but it's not like I won't be able to get it out. And this is pretty much closed, so it's fine. But yeah, that's it for this basically Nerf Recon Eternal guide. And then hopefully in the next video or so, I will be putting in the parts to mod it into a short dart blaster, which will be really fun. Okay, other than that, guys, if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. Please like, follow, and share. I'll see you guys on the next one.